presentation copy of the first edition of Winner Take Nothing by Ernest Hemingway. I'm Adam Douglas from Peter Harrington, Senior Specialist in Rare Books, and I'd like to show you this special copy. If I open it up here, the reason for its specialness becomes immediately apparent because it's inscribed by Hemingway in pencil, and he's inscribed it, "To my old professor in aesthetics from E. Hemingstein." Perhaps he's joking that he's like Albert Einstein. It's unclear what the joke is. Private joke, because he's inserted the name of the recipient there, M. Gellhorn, Martha Gellhorn, who was to become his third wife. And then just below, a little further down the page, he's written P.S. 1939, I love you, E.H. And this indicates that they had he'd first signed the book when around the time he first met Martha Gellhorn. He met her in Florida in late 1936, and that would have been the time that he gave her the book. They then moved to Cuba, which would have involved packing up all their books, and presumably at that stage, when he went through the books and saw this inscription, he wrote again, P.S. 1939, I love you, because by this time they were married in Cuba. You can also see up at the top right-hand side of the page, you can just see, if I hold it against the light, you'll be able to see Martha Gellhorn's blind stamp, which she marked her books with, and that's a London address, 21 South Eaton Place, SW1, which is quite near the Peter Harrington Fulham Road shop, and that's where she moved after her time with Hemingway. So she retained this book, and in fact it was bought directly from her son. And it is a standard first edition of the book. It's a Scribner's publication, as Hemingway's books were. Winner Take Nothing by Ernest Hemingway. It's printed by Scribner's in 1933. And if I turn over the page, you see the characteristic detail here of Scribner's books, peculiar to Scribner's books, of this Scribner A that marks it as a first edition, first printing, as Americans would say. And the copyright date is varied there because these are short stories that had been printed in various magazines before they were collected in this volume. The book is in its dust jacket. I'll just take the jacket off. You can see the cloth underneath. It has a gold panel on the spine and on the upper cover. It's not in perfect condition. The jacket is it's always difficult with jackets printed in black paper because the white tends to come through the black very strongly, and so there's a little bit of white marking at the edge. And there are one or two small chips there. But generally speaking, that is a very good copy of the book, and it's in any case rendered rather irrelevant by the magnificent, loving inscription from Hemingway to the woman who would be his third wife. It's a remarkable association. For more details on this book and other books by Ernest Hemingway, please see the Peter Harrington website.